Welcome back to the Outer Worlds. Hey Romero, what's going on?
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
I'm looking for Adelaide.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Yeah, Reed said something about former workers living out in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Okay. Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Trouble with marauders, maybe? Like seems to be like the lookout and like the like muscle of this group.
You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights
Yeah, I
ago.
figured she might have a
Just up and
quest.
vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I can keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone.
Wonder where her talent is.
Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Don't worry, I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
I got some questions about Zoe though.
I'll tell you what I can.
How well do you know Zoe?
Well enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close.
Guess we need to talk to
If
Stefan.
anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
Uh, let's change this a
What
bit.
is it?
So let's go find Stefan. After we talk to Adelaide, of course. 'Cause you guys been waiting for this for like 2 episodes, so. Kind of a cool looking greenhouse, actually. Just now that I think about it, are there any trees? Okay, there are trees outside. Okay. Really pretty though.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
She's very welcoming. You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often.
Oh, somebody's got a crush on our companion.
You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Tep, tobaccorn? Okay. Hey, look, man. Let's try to butter up. Looks like you made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Yeah, why did you leave your old home back in Edgewater?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Vague. Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile?
I'm just trying to get information on what's going on here.
What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Reed asks you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned.
That's
I
such
and
a
my own are
good.
living just fine out here by ourselves.
That's a good line. Reed asked me to divert your power to him. He mentioned it to a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Look, it's got a power regulator. I needed to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be.
There's a lot of people in
You're
Edgewater.
going down to the plant. You should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Yeah, a hero to you, maybe.
A hero to the people who matter. To us. To the ones who come around. To the ones you say.
I don't like this line of
Never
thought.
understand. He has been too long inebriated on the wine of corporate culture. All he sees is productivity, output, profits.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
What have you really got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
Yeah, I don't like that. You throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
She comes off as like a really kindly like lady, but like I don't know, like I'm getting some vibes from this lady, and like I'm not fully into this. What do you have against people trying to make a living?
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
I mean, that's fair, I guess.
So, what do you say? Divert power over to us. Shut down that abominable cannery for good.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Yeah, I always do. Can I take this stuff? No, it's stealing. You have anything to say about that?
Where are we headed? In the bar? When I asked
Oh, I guess we never did talk to her there. You sounded worried.
Sorry. I know.
That was a
it's
while back. I am going to guess you're not a drinker yourself?
Strong drink makes me sick. And it makes me real sad. I start thinking about things I oughtn't, and then... Well, never mind that. You got better things to think on. Sorry.
Yeah, if you wanna talk about it, I'm happy to listen.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
All right. Yeah, if there's nothing to say about Adelaide, then I guess. Sticker on these mock apples out here. Oh, there's like some on the we can just pick up. Okay. Let's set our quest to. We're looking for Zoe. While we're here, right? This must be Stefan.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
Yeah, I'm told that you know where Zoe might have gone.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
Tell me a little bit about Zoe.
Zoe was always obsessed with this cereal. Masked marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Was she acting strange before she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper.
That's convenient.
She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
What's that about surprising Zoe?
The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
What happened on the day Zoe disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned
As
up.
is our custom. Who
I
says
looked
that?
around, but she was nowhere to be found.
This guy's weird.
Hey, I got time.
I guess we can see what this guy's selling.
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Got a backpack. I'm actually interested in buying that mod. Yeah. I just got a feeling that the being able to change guns elemental types is going to be huge. Because I have to find some guns that do that. This is all stealing, right? Yeah. I don't want to steal from these people. At least not yet. I say, as I have been a thief for most of this gameplay so far. May the Eternal bless my first endeavor. It's been 2 days since I walked away from life at the Edgewater Cannery. Fruitlessly, the old botanical labs are still operational. Mostly, the soil's sour. I'll do what I can, but I need some powerful fertilizer. Tired of having the taste of salt tuna lingering on my tongue day in and day out. I want something fresh, something that grows out of the earth. Found another worker from Edgewater, ex-worker now. Desertion rates must be climbing. I'm not terribly surprised. Reed's style of management has always been tyrannical. I imagine an exodus is brewing. At any rate, the worker was in a sorry state, fever, shallow breathing, delirious. Must have been plagued. I set him right with a diet of greens. He was all better in a couple of weeks. Physically. Spiritually. He's one of our flock now. I'm hereby repurposing the botanical lab from its original conception as a gear and Masola's automation of the corporate machine. This greenhouse may look impressive, but all like Space for Choice products is cheap and unreliable. I'll have to make some repairs with my own 2 hands. This place shall become a nursery before it was abandoned. I understand the horticulturists failed to produce a single viable crop, something with the soil being too poor. I'm determined to find a way. Flora are living things, sensitive to their environment. As any breathing, thinking body, I contend that the crops in this region fail because the corporate scientists tending to them are cold, heartless, inhumane people acting on behalf of a sterile and inhumane power. One cannot expect your crops to flush with green and reach for the sky under these conditions. The soil is sour, it's true. I don't know how to explain that. I'm sure the scienticians, that's a weird word, will say something about biology or carbon cycle. But I can conclude after months of my own experimentation that the secret to a rich and wholesome garden is love, attention, compassion, and a natural fertilizer bursting with organic material. That's ominous, actually. Lots of equations on there that are kind of nonsensical. All right. Well, let's check out Zoe's pad. So she like to write. Isn't this Zoe's house, sir? All right. If she's murdered, it's that guy. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jump shoots and gloves. Yes, ma'ams, and would you like another's? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake, because I've always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back on this journey in many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, did I hate the Vale once? Didn't I? I did hate the Vale once, didn't I? Just because I got sick, everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and grabbed a little too much adrenatime. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I get sick, don't I? Whatever happened personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps. Oh, but you misappropriate one box of adrenochrome and suddenly you're committing larceny. I mean, that is stealing. If the rookie move was to get caught. Well, today's the day, Zoe. Today's the day you take your destiny in your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talking about the Marauder threat, bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living away in camps out on the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires, probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me, living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. But they would take the whole region if they were organized. And we're taking away some of Adelaide's food, and I've got some spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple of weeks if I ration. Got some adrenochrome too. Everybody loves adrenochrome, even Marauders, right? I got odds those Marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple syringes of arena time before their eyes. It's gonna be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of Marauders on my back and call. Maybe I can even score some Rezos. So I assume that I'm surprised there's not more notes. That was kind of like a real big jump there. Huh. So she's kind of thrown in with some Marauders. I got another waypoint a decent distance away. I'm going to have to take some time between this episode and the next episode to look at the different modifications on the guns and stuff and come up with something that I think is a little bit more to a sneaky playstyle. Because even though I've got like a silencer on this rifle, it still makes a hell of a lot of noise.
Got it. Heads down.
See, like, they're immediately alerted that something happened.
Here we go. Nice one. We made it.
Alright, well, that wasn't so bad. Might as well grab our little bit of loot here. So I guess Zoe, like, was watching, like, these TV shows, right? And she must have thought that she was gonna, like, become one of these, like, vigilante heroes, and she's gonna use these, like, crazy people to bring it in. I would not be surprised if she's dead, if we get over there and she's dead. Actually, I'm kind of thinking that's probably gonna be the case. Almost there. I wonder if I can get, like, a better vantage point, maybe. Oh, she's alive. She's standing right there. Okay, so they must trigger when they see, like, another enemy die. Because there's no way that guy saw me. Ooh, there's mines out there, too. I don't know about that.
Incoming.
God dang it. Okay, oh my gosh, there's so many of them.
Nice one.
That didn't go to plans. How far back is this gonna put us? Okay, not terribly far back. Okay, I gotta come up with a better way to tackle this, I think. Maybe, like, trying to lure the enemies out, because it seems like stealth isn't a great approach if I'm using a gun. Because they just make too much noise. Like, I'm pretty sure I have a... Oh, I don't have a muffler on that. What gun did I put the muffler on? I really thought I put a muffler on something. Oh, well, that makes more sense why I'm making so much friggin' noise.
Got it. Inside voices.
Again, I try to do all of the customization and stuff in between episodes because it just takes a while.
Here we go. Nice one.
Oh my gosh, come on. For already know. Okay. But I definitely need to come up with something that we can do. Find a gun we can put a muzzle mod on so we can load up the quiet attacks. Because I want to say, like, the reduction for the distance that we trigger enemies is like 90% with that mod. Let me try going around this way. Alerted a couple of people.
Here we go. Nice hit.
Maybe I should take some time to upgrade some guns. That might be the best thing I can do here.
We made it.
Was that all of them? It did not seem like all of them, unless she took out like 8 dudes by herself. Let's just be kind of careful moving in here. Oh! Remember when I said be careful? That's not a thing that I did.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
I really don't feel like we cleared it all. It's making me like really nervous. Junked robots? I saw mines, yeah, so I'm trying to be like extra careful here. Well, we're not triggering enemies by shooting mines. You'd think we would, so. Kind of looks like one of the doors back in Edgewater. There's definitely an enemy, like, in...
Smell something? Stand and deliver! Always wanted to say that.
I've already know.
Got 'em all. Down they go.
Hey, Zoe.
Wow, you put those marauders in the dirt quicker than the mass marketeer. Teach me your ways.
You're Zoe? People are looking for you.
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
Yeah, I've been sent to look for you. That's why I came here.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
All the dead people? Yeah, you should really go back. People are worried about you.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
What about Stefan? You two were friends. Oh, Stefan's planning to surprise you with an episode of your favorite serial.
Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of the Mass Marketeer? Why didn't you say so?
I just did.
I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
That was easy. Alright, bye. I'm gonna loot this place. So you have a great day. Trying to find, I don't know, really know what I'm, like, trying to find looting. You know, like, do I just need money? Because that's what it takes to upgrade stuff? But, like, if you increase your science skill, it makes it cost less to upgrade things. So I'm kind of thinking, like, do I want to get my science skill up first and then upgrade things? Do I want to just bite the bullet and, like, start to, like, waste a lot of money early? Because, like, this gun is, like, my rifle is not, absolutely not cutting it right now. Oh, hey. Like, this thing should be a one-shot kill from a distance. But it is not performing that. It is, like, 2 shots to kill something. Oh, it gets him close. It's like some sort of old, like, robotics lab, maybe? Lots of ammo, so it's, at the very least we're netting ammo doing this, which is always good. I'm a little worried, like, there's been a lot of talk of robots, and, like, how, like, are robots, like, way more dangerous than people? Like, am I gonna need to, like, custom craft a gun to fight robots? Did I see this one?
Nice.
They did walk into here. I must have just missed the chest. That stump scared me for a second. All right, well let's head back to Grace. That was weird. I had like a pop-up. Must have been a bug. There's definitely a lot of like interesting flavor in the game, just in general. Yeah. I'm kind of hoping I can find like better weapons that I like using better.
What is it?
I talked Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She droided up with a band of marauders. That didn't hurt her.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Alright, well, we reached level 6. That's pretty dope. But yeah, let me show you real quick. So it says here, tinkering cost, right? So I can reduce the tinkering cost, which is like, it gives like an incremental bonus to like the weapon's stats. But if I get this to 100, I can reduce that by 90%. Like, it's huge. Even just the 50% off is a lot of less money I have to do. So I'm kind of thinking that I want to get this to 40, right? We'll get that to 40, we'll half our tinkering costs, and I'll go in between episodes and I'll mess with guns. Might as well put 2 points here, and that will cap out our... I know we have the 5% bonus, but this will make where we always have 40 in hacky and sneak. And then, I don't know what I want to do with the last point. I guess we'll put it in dialogue, just so we can get some better stuff. We also got a perk point. See, fast travel is a thing. I just don't know. It doesn't seem like ammo is that big of a deal, so I don't think I'm going to be going... Ooh, I like that. Yeah, we're taking that one. I do like to use the tactical time when I get into a pinch, so it's pretty huge. Alright, guys. With that, I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to update our guns a little bit, and I'll show the result of that at the beginning of the next episode. But I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.